Hi. Um, Today, I want to talk about why I started the videos. I want to talk about a little bit about who I am and what experiences I have. Uh, that the reason why I feel somewhat qualified to share. And finally, I want to talk about where I'm hope to be going with this. Before we get before I get started, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. And please leave some information about the things that you will be interested in hearing. And my stuff is always mostly about the community and the self, the person, because it takes the person to do the community. It starts with ourselves. And so if you see me looking different today, I just, let me get into what I'm going to be talking about, and I'll explain that to you. Um, First of all, I started, and also want to say thank you to my subscribers, that the ones who are already subscribing. And in the future, I hope to have some great deals for you, some special stuff for the subscribers. So keep that in mind when you're watching this. And so also, I want to say the reason I started this. Um, Let me tell you this too before I forget, because I don't have everything quite organized. I'm just sharing a little stuff with you today. Now, I can get to look like this now because it's winter time. In the winter time, I can get to be Eskimo lady, person. I can be African person. I can be a European person. I can be anything I want to, because I get to wear hair and stuff, in the winter because it's cold, and my regular me, that don't have to be that. So when I started these videos, I think I started in June of 2018. So, the coming up this year will be a year when we get to June or July. But I started them because I saw a need with my African American people. One of the things that I saw was that a lot of our males had sort of, to me, given up on survival, the struggle to, I don't like to think of it as a struggle, but the enjoyment, the pleasure of finding their niche, finding where they fit in life. And because when you look back into the African American history, and you see where people of African descent, black African Americans over here, clumped all up in one specific area, you see where they don't get exposure to a lot of stuff. And I am one myself that comes straight from the ghetto. I come from a 3-room house, and we really didn't have anything, and there was a lot of mistakes made as a child, because trying to survive and not always having a good mentor or instructor. The parent, my father died when we were young. My mother was married, so that is a plus for most people. People don't realize that in a community, it is good to have the mother and father working together on one accord. That makes them, that helps the family. It really does, to work together and have a clear vision for the family. The teamwork and everything. And so when I saw this, that the African American person being in ghetto areas, in areas where they have little exposure, and knowledge level is not always there, but they do have a wealth of knowledge. They just haven't had, as Dr. Boris Watson says, they haven't had the opportunity to really know the value of what they have, what we have to offer to society, to America. You understand? Because many of us are the backbone of America. All of the labor stuff, we did it, but now we're in a time where, as Dr. Omar Johnson says, that they took out the factories and all of this in the 70s, and so now they don't have that to look forward to, because they could make a good living during that time, and that was a good thing, because a family could, work at that factory, take care of their family, retire on a nice retirement, so they didn't have to know all the kinds of things we need to know now. So I saw that children were getting out of school. They were no longer interested in going because a lot of times they couldn't keep up and all things like that and get there on time. And there were other major problems that the families were having. So I thought, and then we started coming into the vision of Wakanda when we saw the great Black Panther movie, which was really wonderful. There's a lot you can get out of it, because we always know there's always a negativity. But anyway, we saw that, and that started to give everybody a little vision. Well, these people, they look so beautiful on this movie, the Black Panther movie, and so we could do this. We can start us a new society together as blacks and working together and loving ourselves and loving our people. And so I started wearing my afro more because I wanted people to see just how beautiful those afros are, just how beautiful, and I can't wait to be the 130 that I'm lying like I am now. Because when I get to be that 130 pounds, I think I wouldn't mind shaving my afro down to a little bitty something. I think that would be so cute because when I used to wear my little bitty afro, it was so cute then, And when I see people on TV with their little afro so little, I'd be like, oh, that looks so good. I wish that was me. I wish that I want to be that. I just look so beautiful because it's different. But everybody is beautiful in their own way. You know that. And everybody has something to offer in their own way. You know that. And so, and as I said, if you like anything that I'm doing, if my stuff is help you any, I want you to subscribe, okay? So that's where what started me to want to do these videos. I wanted to work on the community and show from the inside of ourselves to the outside of ourselves how wonderful we could be. That's what I wanted to do. And still wants to do, I still want to do that. And but a little bit about me. My mother had 7 children. I'm the first of her girls to graduate from college. I graduated from Henderson State University with a master's in science education. I graduated from Philander Smith College with my bachelor's in liberal arts education. I graduated from University at Little Rock with my Associate of Arts in General Studies. And those times, years, and everything, I'm not going to get into those right now because that will prolong my tape. I got to a meeting at 4 o'clock, so I need to try to finish everything. So I'm trying to stay focused, okay? And so also I taught in almost every school district in Little Rock, Arkansas, starting in 1986, I believe it was, when I started off as substituting. And I think by the time I got out of there, I was like in 1992. But I'd only wanted to be 10 years in teaching because I'm more into social sciences and psychology and studies like that. I love that type of thing. And my psychology teacher says that I was extraordinarily different from the other psychology students. And that my interest of that area is great, and I showed it with my work and everything. And also, I've done almost every kind of work you can think of, and I won't go into all of the kinds of work that I've done, but I also have 32 years of marriage behind me, and that was like 20 years in the second marriage, 2 years in the first marriage, and about 10 years in the third marriage with my late husband, who passed. 10 years, about 10 years with him. So, and I do talk to people and stuff, and I know I need to get more into working together with them. That's what I plan to do in the future. So we've covered why I started this, and we've covered a little bit about who I am and why I think that I can help some. Can help our people some, especially our young people, because I work with them and I've observed them in the classroom, and I know a few things about them, and I'm still learning. I know I'm not nearly where I want to be. Okay, now also where I want to go with this eventually I want to have some products eventually because I don't get anything for this. I don't get any money for this, but I do get money because the exposure is money, And so thanks again to the YouTube people, and thanks again to Facebook. Thanks to everybody who just lend their time, who spend time watching this. I think, but I want you to know this in the future. I expect to bring some entertaining things, and we will most of the time be laughing. I wanted to do stand-up comedian, but I am not as I'm not as public as I would like to be. But I talk to people, all kinds of people. I've talked to all kinds of people when I was working as a canvasser, from government people to people who are just everyday folks like me and you, and all of this. So I am very used to communicating with all types of people, and I'm learning even better. I'm getting better every day. So I expect to have products, and I expect to have stuff to to draw income, because I don't, like I said, I don't get anything now for this at all. It's just something was in my heart, and I know, and so I also need you to comment. Let me know what kinds of things that are interested in you, what you like to hear about our community, what your concerns are. Because when I worked for when I attended Philander Smith College, I listened to the students and I heard their concerns. And so during that time, I was, like I said, I was very much politically involved, as I usually am. And so I called in Channel 7, Channel 11, and all those people, from those channels, and had them to come there because some things was going on with those students concerning their finances that I really did not like when I heard it. And I was, I just got involved. And so from there, we got a new president. Uh, fixed the place up, the college, Philander Smith College up. It got to be beautiful, and it's just a wonderful place to be and visit. It's just nice, and because I listened to what the students had to say, and so I want to do the same for you here. I want to be involved with what you are involved with. I want to lend my opinion, my help, or my expertise in any way that will help us move to a better place. And I definitely want to see our children do well in their schools, in school, in their learning projects, and in their skills and trades and whatever it is they need to be doing. And so, as I said, in the future, I do hope to continue to have us laughing, and sometimes it will be just some really relaxing stuff that you can say, oh man, I just really enjoyed watching that today. I didn't have to worry about anything. We just did a wonderful cook show, or we just had a wonderful time looking at the piano and some things that we wanted to know about the piano. And well, I gotta go. There appears to be oh, that's okay. It's just a call coming in, so they're not ringing and they're not disturbing me. So thank goodness I can make that call back. It may be the about the business trip I have at 4 o'clock. So thank you, YouTube. Thank you for being so wonderful to me and helping me and stuff. Because and my phone company, evidently they're a part of it too. And I'm with Boost, guys. But all of them are good. I've been with others before too. They were great too. So anyway, with that said, I think I better close this out and say thank you, guys. And I'm not just here to look beautiful and look pretty and let you see another face. I'm really here to help. I really do care, because I wouldn't be doing this just so I can get some attention. Because in the first place, it takes courage to get on here to say things or to try to share something. And I also decided that, see, in the beginning too, I wanted to do my music, and so I thought that would push me to practice harder. And then I decided, wait a minute, I'm not going to keep on putting that on there, bringing you to that until I get to be a professional music player, so I can play anything I want to play. Good as Ray Charles, good as all the other professional people. Ray Charles used to, when he was alive. I'm saying. But anyway, thank you for listening. And so basically, like I said, I just wanted you to know a little bit about who I am and why I feel qualified to be able to help in community situations, because I've had some of the worst community problems to the best, and I can't go into my historical background right now, because some of the stuff is just too painful until I can find a way to embellish it. Like my late husband, oh, he was good at embellishing. He could sell you a dream. I used to tell him that he could charm the birds out of their feathers, and they'd be shaking out their freezing and talking about something. We wish we had some more feathers to give Reggie. But anyway, I'm going to go now. And thank you so much. And God bless you. And have a lovely, lovely day. Okay? And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, when you subscribe, there's a little bell. Make sure that little bell got two little old things on the side of it. Then you know you have actually made the subscription. It's a red that says subscribe. And give me a like. Okay? That's what helps us to keep bringing this to you, because we know if you encourage me, I'm going to really do my best. I can't let them down. They're looking for me to help them, to work together as a team. And, I hope to be doing more teamwork too later on. Goodbye.